Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is on alphabetic list problems. I think on letter O, I have talked about some of the diseases, and there are two more conditions are very, I think it's common, otitis media or otitis externa, or the obesity. These are the diseases are quite common and easily to be managed, also easily to be ignored. But if you're interested, you can follow my previous video. I have talked about the otitis media and otitis externa in the I think the ear section, and also the obesity in the quarantine special videos. So I have talked about that. You can follow my other videos. So today I'm going to move on to the letter P. The first thing came to my mind is the pancreatitis. Just before I sit in front of the camera, I think about this disease because it's not uncommon, and it could be minor or could be talking about minor is you can just without taking any medications, just fasting, no food, no water intake, and then will recover by itself sometimes. But it could be very serious, life-threatening. So I'm going to talk about the pancreatitis. First of all, let me just bring up the emergency situation. Is that pancreatitis associated with any emergency situation? Yes, it is. Like I said, the necrotic pancreatitis, it's very, very serious, really life-threatening, because the pancreas is the endocrine organ. We all know that, secrete insulin. At the same time, the pancreas secretes a lot of exoenzymes for the digesting of protein or lipids or any other digestive enzymes. So if there's necrotic pancreatitis, those enzymes, huge amounts released in the abdominal cavity, it causes serious damage. And on top of that, it might complicated by the bacterial infection. So that's really life-threatening. So anyhow, talking about the emergency situation of this necrotic pancreatitis, severe abdominal pain with guarding, vomiting, nausea, and also the risk factors. What are the risk factors? The overweight or hyperlipidemia or long-term alcohol. So these are the particular drinking alcohol on empty stomach. So these are the risk factors for the pancreatitis and necrotic pancreatitis. So the signs, like I said, severe abdominal pain, guarding, fever, nausea, vomiting, go to the emergency room, plus if you have those risk factors. Can you manage at home? Generally, probably not a good idea. If you have this epigastric pain, you think, oh, probably just the spasm of the stomach, and you monitor, you use some soothing fluid or hot tea. It's only can make it worse. Anything take in the mouth, if it's a pancreatitis, it's really not to do any good. Really, it's harmful. So I recommend, if you have this risk factors, first of all, and also the upper gastric spasm and pain. It's different from the stomach pain actually, but similar. It's hard to tell sometimes. Give a try. If not working, go see your physician. Even though it's not urgent, but go see your physician as soon as possible, because the best management for this pancreatitis is to empty stomach, either fasting, not take anything, or if the pancreatitis is really severe, then use the nasogastric tube to suck, to absorb or take out all the stomach content. So that's one of the effective way to manage. So anyway, talk about this risk factors and the symptoms. Like I said, and epigastric pain, associated with nausea, vomiting. Sometimes it depends on the cause. If the cause is by the obstruction of the duct, the bile duct or pancreatic duct, that can be associated with the jaundice, ecteric staining of either the skin or the sclera. So that's also the symptoms associated with this pancreatitis. And the difference between this pancreatitis and cystitis, cholecystitis, for example, it's really the location of the pain. Sometimes it's subtle. It cannot tell really by the symptoms, or so just see your physician or go to the emergency room. In terms of diagnosis, it's quite straightforward. It's not you do not have to know this, because the physician will know how to diagnose this pancreatitis, to test enzymes, like I said, lipase or amylase, or particular lipase, quite specific, because the amylase could be from other places. But still, these two enzymes are the important chemical test. Also the ultrasound to see whether there's some blockage of the stones, or CT, a CAT scan to identify the severity of the pancreatitis, whether it's localized or necrotic. So this is about the pancreatitis. The preventive, I think it's the key to prevent this pancreatitis. On top of the risk factors, there's a genetic cause of the pancreas problem. It's an alpha amylase deficiency. And those people usually diagnosed at early stage without other risk factors like obesity or alcohol intake, and sometimes associated with this lung problem, because this enzyme deficiency causes the emphysema associated with the lung disease. So those are the different category. I'm not talking about those group of pancreatitis, pancreatic problem. I'm talking about in general, without genetic cause, just obesity or the alcohol intake. So the taking home message is preventive, losing weight, healthy diet, and also limit alcohol. If you have the risk factors, then try to eat healthy, even though it's hard to lose weight, but still limited the high lipid food. That's probably one of the best way to prevent this pancreatitis. And also, one of the actually couple decades ago, probably the alcohol is the one of the most common cause for pancreatitis. We had overnight, just people came in because just in the party drink and then cause this acute pancreatitis. So the preventive is critical: losing weight, healthy diet, and also the alcohol limited. Or if you have risk factors, definitely you need to consider how to drink alcohol in terms of amount, or the way, or the time. So this is about pancreatitis. If you're interested, you can search, you can find probably more information in terms of depth or the broad coverage on above my video here. But still, I think my point is to talk to those who are at the risk of this pancreatitis, and do not hesitate to seek medical attention if we have this epigastric pain lasting, not spasm, just all the time, consistent pain. So I'm going to stop here, and you can make a comment, or if you, I hope it helps, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.